Hola chicos, boom, how are you doing? Guys, I don't know how you're choosing your perfume, but I love it when a perfume is versatile. So I do not have to overthink it, man. Is it suitable for the occasion? Is it suitable for the climate? No, I just want to grab it and apply it and that's it. Like all this overthinking, it's not fun and I think that's so intriguing. So I have with me 12 perfumes that are super versatile and that I'm wearing quite a lot and I just want to present them to you. So the first three ones are like blue fragrances, and blue fragrances are like fresh, woody, super versatile, good for the office, all great. The first one was Bleu de Chanel. It's the most classic one, and then we have Dylan Blue. Dylan Blue is a bit more youthful, a bit more playful, it's a bit more synthetic, so I can see this more on a younger guy. And then we have Afnan Turati Blue. This is more potent. It's also like a lot cheaper. While I think this is right now one of the best blue fragrance out there. It's super cheap. I think I bought it for around 25 euros, like early, mid 2023. Like there's actually no excuse not to own this. It's really good. So what's the difference? Bleu de Chanel for the more sophisticated, for the classic guy, really good for the office. Dylan Blue, more for younger guys, like when you're 21. It's a bit more youthful. And Afnan Turati Blue for all of those that want to have a great bargain, great value for money, then get this one. It's also like the most potent one, by the way. Okay, they were like blue fragrances, all of them super versatile. Then we have the Sauvage and Sauvage inspired perfumes. So we talk about Sauvage and we talk about Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. So what's the difference between like Sauvage and the blue fragrances? Like the Sauvage inspired perfumes are even more fresh, even better for like hot climates, probably even a bit more versatile. So Sauvage right now the most popular men's fragrance for a reason, because it's also like the most versatile one. You can literally wear to any situation. Like of all the perfumes I'm going to talk about, this is the most versatile one and it's also the most popular one. So it's not a bad perfume, but it's a bit overused. And then we have Luna Rossa Carbon. It smells very similar. It's a bit more refined. It's not as harsh. So I would see this is better in the office than Sauvage, but the longevity is not as good. So Sauvage more for your leisure time and Prada Luna Rossa Carbon for office, but both are super versatile. Now the next one are Aventus and Aventus inspired perfumes. I mean Aventus by now, although it's so expensive, it's a very popular perfume. Most of you have seen it somewhere. It's like, I don't know, like 300 euros, $300, like 100 milliliters, something like. It's super expensive, but man, probably the second most versatile parfum of all of those. It smells really good. It's different. It's like smoky, it's like woody, very, very masculine. It has also this pineapple note to it. Wow, this is like a banger. Really good for literally for all situations. For the office, it's a bit like the smokiness can be a bit harsh, so be mindful your sprays, but for all kind of other situations, absolutely great. And it's also like fresh, so very good for summertime, but it's also strong enough for winter, great. And then we have, for example, Mont Blanc Explorer. That's like just one of many, many Aventus inspired parfum. It's like a sixth or a seventh of the price, especially when you buy it online. It's not as refined, but if you like the Aventus style perfumes, then I would recommend you to check out this. Okay, then we have like white floral perfumes for men. Very, very different. So all the other parfums that we had just before, they're all like fresher parfums, like very, very suitable also for warm climates, for warm temperatures. Those are also good for those, but not as, not when it's like 30 degrees Celsius or warmer. So that's like literally the cap. Like I would wear those two here, like Le Mal from Jean Paul Gaultier and Reflection Man from Amouage, two white floral fragrances, only up to 25 degrees Celsius, maybe 30, and that's it. But that's the only limitation that they have. Man, they are like sexy, they are like very masculine because they are like woody. And yeah, very good for dating, very good for the office, also good for nightlife. They can literally do it all. I mean, especially on colder climates, you can wear them. It's just the only limitation when it's too hot. So what's the difference between those two? They are like both very good white floral fragrance. Le Mal is like the original. Probably your dad or granddad did wear this already. It's like on the market for 30 or 40 years. And then we have Amouage Reflection Man. It's basically like the enhanced edition of Le Mal. They smell very, very similar. This is just more refined. It smells better. Think about Le Mal 2.0. It's also like 5 or 6 times more expensive. So it's a bit a question of your budget. But yeah, white floral fragrance for men, also very, very versatile. And then I have 3 more here, very, very different ones than the ones we talked before. The first one is Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. In my opinion, the best fragrance from Chanel. It smells so incredibly good in the air. I would love to have like an air refresher just with this smell. It's my favorite smell, like just up in the air or on other people. So it's so versatile because it's like minty, it's creamy, it's still fresh, but it has a bit of citrus in it. It has literally like, I don't know, like hundreds of different notes. It's almost impossible to pinpoint a single note, and that's make it so versatile. So as I said, it's fresh, but it's also sexy and creamy. This is maybe not the best office fragrance of all of those, but like very good for everyone that's still active, that's in shape and wants to smell sexy. Very good actually for dates. And the next one, another very cheap parfum from Lattafa. It's called Assad. Some compared to Dior Elixir. Yeah, but I actually prefer this one over the Dior because it's even more versatile. It has more citrus notes to it. And it has a fun cola note. So yeah, as I said, you can wear it to almost any situation. It's very different to all the other perfumes before because it says lavender. It smells a bit like Coca-Cola, or maybe just not Coca-Cola, but like cola gummy bears. It's also like very strong. Maybe not the very best when it's like 40 degrees Celsius, but most perfumes can't do this. Maybe only the Sauvage. But other than that, it's also so cheap, man. It's like 30 euros, maybe the 100 milliliters. I think there's almost no reason why you shouldn't check this out. Very playful, best for, I think, like if you are like 20 to 30 years, then I would wear this. And then the most expensive of all of those, and the newest entry to my collection, is Alexandria Free from Xeriov. This 50 milliliter bottles on the official website. It's like 300 euros plus, super expensive. But guys, what you get here smells incredible. It's an oud-based fragrance, so the only really oud-based fragrance that's versatile. It says oud and rose, like a very common combination. But in a fresh version, okay? Like it's not animalic, it's not overpowering, it's not cloying or anything like this. It's fresh, it's light, it's happy. Guys, wow. Like very different to the ones that I talked about before. So if you want something extraordinary, Alexandria Free is the right parfum to you. If you have like the money and you're working maybe in a, I don't know, in the fashion industry, consider this one. It's fresh enough for the summer and strong enough for winter. Guys, that's it. 12 very versatile parfums. If you also want, check out my website olfactoryambition.com. Over there, much more reviews, much more recommendations. Guys, thank you for watching and I hope we see each other in the next video. Bye bye. Boom.